Now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Great. Hey, Silver.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
73. Out.
They go to Barkley again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Working quickly here. Now Hurts on 3rd and long. His first throw is an interception. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him running the comeback. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
60 by 6.
Again, Daniels to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Here we go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Hurts setting up to throw. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Eagles likely looking at a punt. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6.
Hey, 73. Go silver, right?
On 4th down, Hurts. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Let's go now.
Daniels back to throw. Has a man, it's Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. 2nd and 6 now. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On first down, here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 16-yard line.
From the 16. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. The 30. And the Eagles will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning in from the 16. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Okay, break.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Ready, let go.
Back to throw it. Oh no, they get him yet again. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey!
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. They give to Barkley, left side. And they had that one contained right at the line. Inky Luvu there for the tackle. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Frankie Luvu. And the Commanders take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 21. Completed to his running back. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Come on. Check, Panther.
Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Barkley trying this up the gut. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Third and 4 coming up now.
Good. Hey!
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
First down, and they go right back to him. Escapes a defender. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there. Brock found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Well set up for the 2-point conversion.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 4.
14, Eagles 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Kick taken in here at the 17. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
19, Charger, 19. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Daniels. This one falls incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves. Tag.
An option give to Robinson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Ready. Prep ball 80. Here we go. Check.
He's back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Go.
Daniels on 1st down. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's tackled for a short gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Cowboy 80. Here we go. Ready.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. The ball's out, he lost it. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Hawk 70. 2.
Setting up to pass. They connect for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Got it. Ready?
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
60 vices. Get it.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Back to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout.
19 Chargers. Ready?
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Eagles have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Silver.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
One final shot here. He's got Devontae Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To score this as a win for the Commanders. And there was no easy...